Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog subject of the night for Tuesday, April 5th, 2016, around 8:08 in the evening, Billerica, Massachusetts. It's dark out now, going to be so cold, down to the teens and single digits. That's so cold for this time of year, like it baking cold. But it's supposed to rebound into the 30s tomorrow and 50s Thursday, but with a price rain. This probably will get rid of the rest of the snow, and afterwards it is going to be warm again. No more snowstorms until the fall time. Some news to report. Sal's Just Pizza in Billerica, Massachusetts has a demolishing permit, and sometime in the near future they're going to tear down the Sal's Just Pizza in Billerica, that used to house a Pizza Hut, and they're going to build a new Sal's Pizza on that location, so it'll be closed for a couple of months. And also, I heard that Billerica has now a permit for a Dairy Queen, which Dairy Queen has targeted in this area in Billerica. We'll wait and see where it's going to be put. And that's about it on the news. My third and final video blog subject of the night is my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is about former Major League Baseball player, second baseman, and Baseball Hall of Famer Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan was one of the greatest second basemen in baseball history. He played the majority of his career with the Cincinnati Reds, part of the Big Red Machine. Joe was born in Bonham, Texas, and he grew up in Oakland, California. He played baseball in high school. He was nicknamed Little Joe because he was only 5'7". The Houston Colt 45s signed Joe in 1962. This was before the amateur draft, and Joe spent parts of 3 seasons in Colt 45's minor league system. He had a couple of cups of coffee with the Colt 45ers in 1964 and 1963 and 1964. He made the Colt 45s lineup permanently in 1965 when they were rebranded to the Houston Astros at the Astrodome. And Joe played 22 seasons in the big leagues with the Colt 45s, Astros, Reds, the Giants, Phillies, and the A's. Joe was, a great shortstop, and earlier in his career, he was an exciting player for the Houston Astros, but they thought he was a little bit of a troublemaker, so in 1971 he was traded to the Cincinnati Reds, and that's where most of his great seasons happened. He had 4 seasons of 20 or more home runs, 5 seasons of at least 75 or more RBIs. 16 times he reached 100 hits or more. 8 times he scored 100 runs in a season. 5 times he stole 50 or more bases in the season. 14 times he had 20 or more doubles in a season. 3 times he had 10 or more triples in a season, and he batted 200. Joe Morgan had an awesome batting style. He did that when he batted, which was pretty awesome. He was a perennial All-Star. 10 times he played in the All-Star game. 4 times he won the Gold Glove, and he won one Silver Slugger Award. And he was part of the Big Red Machine, and he won back-to-back MVPs, 1975 and 1976. He also finished in the top 10 of National League's Most Valuable Player voting in 3 times. And Joe left the Reds in 1979. He went back to the Astros for 2 seasons. Then at the end of his career, he went to the Giants for a year in 1982. Then the Phillies in 1983, part of the Wheeze Kids. He was reunited with Pete Rose and Tony Perez when they played with the Wheeze Kids, kind of like a backup role. And he ended his career with the Oakland A's in 1964. And when he retired, he had the most home runs of any second baseman of all time at the time. But eventually it was broken by Ryan Sandberg and Jeff Kent. And Joe's career stats were a .271 career average, 268 home runs, 1,133 RBIs, 2,517 hits, 1,651 scored, 449 doubles, 96 triples, and 689 stolen bases. His number 8 was retired by the Cincinnati Reds. And when Joe retired, he immediately became a color man. He started his color career with the Cincinnati Reds. Then he went to the San Francisco Giants. And with Joe being a well-known player, he got like national gigs. He did college baseball games as a color man on ESPN, and then he did a couple of college World Series for CBS. Then he worked national color games for Major League Baseball, first for NBC in 1987, then for ABC in 1988 and 1989. Then for 21 years, Joe was the color man on Sunday Night Baseball for ESPN with John Miller. They also did a lot of World Series games on ESPN Radio. Also, Joe did some color for NBC for the Baseball Network and NBC for World Series games. Joe was a first ballot Baseball Hall of Famer in 1990. He went into the same class as Jim Palmer. And Joe continued to be doing Sunday Night Baseball into 2010 when him and John Miller got fired. And it was a campaign in like 2008 to get them off the air because they were kind of a little bit controversial because people would think they were boring. But yeah, they had a long 21-year run together, Miller and Morgan. Then Joe hosted like a sports show on Sports Radio USA. He's now back with the Reds as a special advisor. And he's sometimes once in a while appeared at Reds games. Joe probably was one of the best second baseman of the 1970s, and he was very good with like doing a lot of hits, a great runner, great fielder, and probably one of the top 10 players in Cincinnati Reds history. That's about it on him. And that's about it on these video blogs for tonight. Hope you get to enjoy them like I love doing these. Tomorrow, really more video blogs coming your way. First video blog is about the top 100 greatest sitcoms of all time. This is the end of it, from numbers 10 through number 1. Second video blog will be about top candidates for NBA Coach of the Year. And the third and final video blog on that will be about WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler. Like I always say, keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Benning guy. Molly Rosenblatt, the WCCO. Roxanne has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart's also stunning. She's the best. Amy Swenzi's awesome. And Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet southern accent. And in the words of Sean Lucha, get out. See you later. Good night.